What is up guys? This is Bullshot, back again with another Call of Duty mobile video. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. So in today's video, I am gonna be covering the top 5 best guns to use inside of the Battle Royale after the release of the Season 7 update. Now, just like the top 5 video from the previous season, I am gonna be using only those weapons, which are generally findable throughout the entire map, and basically discuss the best gunsmith loadout for each of these weapons. Another thing I want to mention, before starting the video, this top 5 list will feature only the automatic weapons, such as the assault rifles, the submachine guns, and the light machine guns. I am not gonna be placing any shotgun or sniper rifle in this list. But you guys don't need to be worried, because after discussing the number 1 weapon, I am gonna be sharing some loadouts of my most used shotguns and the sniper rifles. The entire thing may be a little bit longer, but the loadouts will be extremely helpful for all of my fellow viewers. That's why I am suggesting you to stick to the end of the video. Now, if this is your first time here in my channel, then be sure to press the subscribe button and turn on post notifications. It's a free service, and it will help me improve my contents by a pretty significant amount. I make some great tips and tricks videos and make some pretty powerful loadouts for the Battle Royale. And trust me, you don't want to miss out any of my custom build. Anyways, with that being said, let's get right into the video. Starting at number 5 spot, we have the M4, which is a mid-tier assault rifle with a pretty moderate amount of damage and some great accuracy on the long-range engagements. This is a pretty easy to use weapon, which has a great balance of mobility and recoil management. The only downside of this weapon is the damage, which is pretty lower comparing to the other assault rifles. Still, it can be a great choice for the beginners, as the recoil of this weapon is extremely easy to control, and it has some great amount of ADS accuracy in long-range distance. Now, with the custom variant of this weapon, I have mainly focused on the damage range and the bullet spread accuracy for the long-range engagements. I have used the monolithic suppressor, which increases the overall damage range by a pretty decent amount. The OWC marksman barrel will increase the damage range and improve the overall recoil management by a pretty significant amount. The OWC laser tactical will increase the aiming speed, and it will greatly help you with the ADS bullet spread accuracy. I am using the classic red dot sight, as it greatly helps me with the long-range encounters. And lastly, I am using the no stock, which will boost your base mobility by a pretty decent amount. Overall, it is an extremely versatile custom loadout for mid to long-range distance. It is pretty easy to use, and it has a great combination of damage range and ADS bullet spread accuracy for mid to long-range distance. Also, the no stock will provide you with some great amount of your overall mobility. Anyways, for the mods, as I am not using any ammunition attachment, I am recommending you to use the maximum variant of the extended magazine mods for best results. And now, coming at number 4 spot, we have the Holger 26. This is a multifunctional high-tier weapon, which has a pretty awesome balance of damage and accuracy for long-range engagements. The only downside with this weapon is the overall mobility, but except that, it is by far of the best weapons to use in the Battle Royale. You can get your hands on 2 different variants of this weapon. The level 2 green one and the level 4 purple one, and both of them have the same amount of damage, but the purple one feels a little bit easier to control inside of the battlefield. You just need to equip a classic red dot sight with this weapon, and you are ready to go against any sort of mid to long range engagements. Now, with the custom loadout of this multifunctional weapon, I have increased the damage range and mainly focused on the ADS accuracy of this weapon. Let's start with the monolithic suppressor. This muzzle attachment will silence the sounds of your shots and increase the damage range by a pretty significant amount. Then add the OWC laser tactical. This attachment will boost your aiming speed and improve the ADS bullet spread. Now add the granulated grip tape. This rear grip will take the ADS bullet spread accuracy to the maximum level, making it extremely accurate for those extra long-range engagements. Now, as the vertical recoil of this weapon is pretty easy to control, I am using the RTC steady stock instead of using any underbarrel attachment. This will greatly help you counter the flinch and improve the horizontal recoil of your weapon. And lastly, add the classic red dot sight to complete the build. I am using a custom optic because the default iron sight of the Holger is not that much user-friendly to be honest. Overall, it is a pretty powerful custom loadout for mid to long-range combats. It has a great balance of damage range and recoil management. Also, it has some great ADS bullet spread accuracy as well. The mobility will be a little bit of downside with this loadout, although that's something you shouldn't be worrying about if you want to use this weapon as a light machine gun. Otherwise, you can equip the Holger 26K double-stack carbine magazine instead of using the RTC steady stock, which improves the overall mobility by a pretty significant amount and making this weapon basically an assault rifle. Anyways, for the mods, I am recommending you to use the purple or the golden variant of the stabilizer mods, as this will give you the best performance possible.
What tempted over
And now, coming at number 3 spot, we have the AK-117, which is a mid-tier assault rifle with a pretty moderate amount of damage and super high fire rate. You generally may find multiple different variants of this assault rifle as ground loots. One of them is the level 2 green version, which comes with a 48 rounds extended magazine. And another one is the level 4 purple variant, which is mainly focused on the vertical recoil management. Both of these two variants are pretty easy to find, and they are extremely optimized for close to mid-range engagements. Now, for the custom loadout of the AK-117, I have focused only on the overall accuracy and the recoil management of this weapon, and made it a super versatile hybrid choice for close to mid-range engagements. Let's start with the MIP Light Flash Guard. This muzzle attachment will simultaneously improve the ADS and the hip-fire accuracy of your weapon. Then add the OWC Marksman Barrel. This will greatly increase the damage range and improve the overall recoil management of this loadout. Now add the MIP Laser. This will boost your sprint to fire speed and it will increase the hip-fire accuracy. Then add the rubberized grip tape. This rear grip will improve the vertical recoil by a pretty decent amount. And lastly, add the classic red dot sight, which will help you become more precise in the ADS engagements. Overall, it is a pretty optimized loadout with a pretty decent damage range and some great amount of hip-fire accuracy. The Marksman Barrel gives you some great damage range and ADS bullet spread accuracy at the same time. And the rubberized grip tape provides you with pretty great control on the vertical recoil. Anyways, for the mods, I am suggesting you to use the purple variant of the extended magazine mods, or you can also choose to use the void mods as well. And now, coming at number 2 spot, we have the MX-9, which is by far the fastest killing weapon inside of the Battle Royale. Trust me, once I got my hands on this weapon, especially the custom one, it has become my main choice of secondary in basically every single matches. It has an extremely high fire rate and it has a pretty decent balance of overall mobility and accuracy for close to mid-range engagements. You will find 3 different variants of the MX-9 as ground loots. The green one and the blue one is almost identical, but the golden variant of this weapon is extremely powerful and super optimized in up-close distance. Although, the golden one is super hard to find, but you can go with a blue variant with any hesitation. It has a pretty solid hip-fire accuracy, and with the perfect attachments, you can make it even more powerful and optimized for the Battle Royale. Anyways, let's talk about the custom loadout of the MX-9. I am using the MIP Extended Light Barrel, which will increase the overall damage range of this weapon by a pretty decent amount. The Combat Laser will increase the hip-fire accuracy by a staggering 40%. The Marathon Stock will increase the spirit of fire speed of your weapon by 15%. I am using the Sturdy Grip Tape, which helped me counter the flinch by 45%, making it more versatile in one-on-one battle. And lastly, I am using the Hybrid Magazine for MX-9, which increases the ammo capacity by 10 rounds and also increase the reload speed of the loadout. Overall, it is a pretty aggressive build, which is mainly built for close to mid-range engagements. And when I say mid-range, I mean you can use the hip fire up to a pretty longer distance. Anyways, for the mods, I am suggesting you to use the Dense Fire mods, or you can also use the QRF mods to get best results. Now, before we get to the number 1 spot, I need to talk about one honorable mention, which is the CR56 AMAX. This assault rifle is mainly recommended for close to mid-range distance. It has some great fire rate and a pretty moderate amount of damage. The AMAX also has multiple variants available as ground loots. But I personally suggest you to use the blue variant and the purple variant of this assault rifle, as the green one is not that much optimized for the long run. The only downside of this weapon is the recoil pattern, which sometimes can be extremely unpredictable. Now, with the custom loadout, I have mainly focused on the bullet spread accuracy and the overall recoil management. Anyways, I am using the OWC light compensator, which will simultaneously improve the horizontal and the vertical recoil control of your weapon. The MIP custom long barrel also improves the overall recoil control by a pretty decent amount, and as a bonus, it increases the damage range and the bullet spread accuracy of your weapon as well. The OWC laser tactical will increase the aiming speed and improve the ADS bullet spread accuracy. The granulated grip tape will greatly improve the ADS accuracy for mid to long range combats. And lastly, the classic red dot sight will be super helpful to take on those ADS engagements. Overall, it is a great loadout for close to mid-range distance. The long range will not be a great choice because of the lack of damage of this weapon. And that's why I am suggesting you to use this loadout only for close range engagements. That way, you'll be getting pretty decent outcome with this build. Anyways, as I am not using any ammunition attachment with this build, I am recommending you to use the purple variant of the extended magazine mods for best results. And finally, coming at number 1 spot, we once again have the AK-47. Having just the basic variant of this weapon along with a decent submachine gun is enough to get you some pretty great results. It's extremely versatile for mid to long range, and the time to kill with this weapon is pretty fast as well. But the thing is, after the release of the previous season, currently we have so many different choices rather than just using the AK-47 repeatedly. That's why it's not much of a relevant choice in the current scenario. Now, with the custom loadout of this high-tier assault rifle, I mainly focused on the damage range and the bullet spread accuracy for a pretty long range distance. Let's start with the monolithic suppressor. This muzzle attachment will decreases the sound of the shots and increase the overall damage range by a pretty decent amount. Then add the OWC Ranger barrel. This will increase the damage range and improve the overall recoil management by a pretty significant amount. Now add the OWC Laser Tactical. This will increase the aiming speed and improve the ADS bullet spread accuracy. Then add the granulated grip tape. This rear grip will greatly improve the ADS accuracy for mid to long range combats. And lastly, add the classic red dot sight to finish the build. This optic attachment will be helpful to take on long range engagements. I have tested multiple builds for this weapon after the release of the Season 7 update, and this one is the most optimized one out of all of my AK-47 loadouts. People mainly gonna be using this assault rifle for mid to long range distance, and this loadout has a great balance of damage range and ADS bullet spread accuracy. Although I haven't used any underbarrel with this loadout because with the help of the Ranger barrel, the recoil feels pretty easy to control. Still, if you find the recoil control is difficult for you, then you can switch the granulated grip tape with the Ranger for grip, which will improve your recoil management by a pretty decent amount. Anyways, for the mods, I am recommending you to use the highest variant of the extended magazine mods for best results. And now, as promised, here are some of my greatest loadouts of shotguns and sniper rifles. Although I don't have any gameplay with these builds, as I am mainly using the MX9 in the current scenario. But you can totally trust me on these loadouts. You wouldn't be disappointed at all. Anyways, that's basically it for today's video. I hope you have enjoyed today's contents. It would be greatly appreciated if you drop a like and share this with your teammates. And if you are new here, then don't forget to press the subscribe button and turn on post notifications. I upload some pretty helpful tips and tricks videos and make some pretty powerful gunsmith loadouts for the Battle Royale. And trust me, you don't want to miss out any of my custom build. Follow me on Instagram and join my Discord server for exclusive tips and more awesome content. Links are provided in the description. Alright then, have a great day. I'll see you at the next one with my Season 7 sensitivity settings for the Battle Royale. Till then, take care. Bulls out.
আমার কাছে আরেকটা আমার